I originally did this video in the past as one of the earlier videos of the channel, and this is the top 10 greatest rock bands of all time. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, and um, I did this episode a while ago, and I'm gonna do it again because I did it in Dutch originally. So I'm gonna check out the list. I know the list already, so I can't really predict anything because I know the entire list. But I'm still gonna give my opinion about it in English. If you don't know Dutch, if you can't understand the language, then well, I'm gonna speak the most easiest language for you now, English. So here we are. Let's enjoy. Yeah, and this commercial is actually really on theme because, well, I mean, every commercial uses Queen songs, but Queen is gonna make the list because they are one of the most popular bands. I mean, I enjoy Queen, and I have a poster of them, I have a shirt, I have CDs. I love me some Queen. But yeah, I mean, they're not the biggest album guys, they don't have the best album, but they're really iconic. They have really great songs. The only problem I have with Queen is that they don't have the best albums behind that. But that is just me, probably. Still love Queen though, don't get me wrong.
These groups defined rock and roll.
Zeppelin? Yeah, that is.
Welcome to
Can't deny that.
WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 greatest rock bands of all time.
You too. I guess they're iconic, but wouldn't put them on the list. Metallica isn't rock. Well, they are now, but well, I'm gonna say this: they were first metal, then they were rock, and now they're metal again. So, what Metallica wants to be, I'm not really sure, but whatever.
Number 10.
Radiohead, yeah.
Radiohead.
Yeah. Maybe not on a list like this, but maybe number 11 or something like that. I mean, their discography is really impressive for a rock band. And I'm not saying rock bands are shit or something like that. But mainly really classic rock bands like Kings or something, Stones. They have great records, but they eventually go downhill. And Radiohead didn't really do that. They just went... well, they got high, and not high in as in drugs, but high in as in good albums, and then they dropped a bit after that. But then they got right back with In Rainbows and the Moonshaped Pool. So I really enjoy Radiohead. I think they're a great band, love them. But yeah, not on a list like this because they are a bit of a modern band. So maybe you could put them at number 1 on a modern list, but at number 10 here. Seems a bit out of place, but still they are a great band, so I cannot deny that.
After gaining popularity with the rise of alternative rock, Radiohead proved they weren't a one-note band, with OK Computer's more complex sound and abstract themes. This paved the Brits' way to branch out to other genres and achieve international critical and commercial success.
Their best song?
Radiohead remains one
Paranoid
of the
Android.
most regarded musical acts for their
Oh, Lotus
consistent,
Flower.
original and innovative
That is a
music.
pretty interesting track. Not the biggest fan of the album, but Lotus Flower. It's pretty catchy. Yeah, look, Beach Boys is more on team with this list because I expect classic acts to hit the list. Radiohead is a bit more modern. Cannot really explain that because Radiohead is great, but you know, they're more modern, so put them on a modern list. Whatever.
Number 9, the Beach Boys.
Good vibration, good bop bop, good vibration.
They initially rose to fame with their smooth vocal harmonies and carefree California-inspired surf rock tunes. Soon, The talents and chart success of America's band gave rise to their being touted as worthy rivals to the Beatles.
Wouldn't go that far, but I mean, we all know what is gonna be number one, but still.
Confirmed their musical skills by diversifying.
Still enjoy some Beach Boys though.
They now boast over 100 million albums sold worldwide.
The beach girl of the main guy, the main lead singer, looks like a comedy teen in a sort of series. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but tell me if you see it as well.
Number 8, U2.
Yeah, U2.
It's hard to deny.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I think their 80s records are pretty great. 90s are pretty interesting, and 2000s really generic, so there we are.
Passionate on-stage performances and vocal chops aren't a big reason why U2 is one of the world's biggest bands.
They are one of the biggest bands because they're really simplistic, they play really easy music. Bit of the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, and overall they're not really a diverse band. Well, they were experimental in the 90s, but they really became generic in the 2000s, so there we are. Still enjoy me some U2 though, but yeah.
But there's also the Edge's distinctive guitar and the band's live chemistry that have contributed to their international popularity.
I think this song is great though, I love this song.
Following chart-topping success,
I think Radiohead is better than U2. Well, I think we can all agree on that, but U2 belongs more on this list. But, well, I'm gonna rephrase that. U2 is more fitting for this list because they are more of a classic band, and I think the main thing with greatest bands is that you have to age a bit, like fine wine, to really be eligible for the list. Because Radiohead is kind of a newer band, so yeah, it doesn't really fit on this list. Because if you think of the greatest bands of all time, they have to age really well. So you're gonna see that later on the list. I think really classic bands, 60s, 70s stuff. And U2 is still a really old band. I mean, in the 80s, so they are more fitting on this list. If you know what I mean. I mean, no one really cares, but still.
critical acclaim, U2 haven't been afraid to reinvent
More
themselves.
fitting.
Had the world's highest-grossing tour, and U2 is also one of the best-selling artists in history.
I think his modern look, how he looks today, is really ugly. But hey, that is just me. Metallica.
Number 7, Metallica.
I mean, I enjoy some early Metallica, but still, they're a metal band, so why they're on the list?
After their early fast-paced and aggressive sound and complex compositions,
Are they on the list mainly because of the Black Album? If that is the case, no.
thrash metal
Just no.
Big Four.
Thrash metal. You just said it, so why are they on the list?
Metallica turned their underground following into mainstream popularity with the Black Album.
Yeah, with their sellout record.
With their technically astounding performances, multiple Grammys, and chart-topping albums, these leaders of the genre are also one of the most commercially successful metal bands ever.
Yeah, they are. But you just literally said metal bands, so they aren't rock. WatchMojo, go fuck yourself. Yeah,
The Who.
love them. Oh, this should be higher though.
Cemented their reputation as
I mean,
disruptive-
early Who, My Generation, a quick one, Tommy, Who's Next. Early Who like that? Oh, that is great. Love that.
live act. Thanks to Pete Townshend's loud and fast guitars, Keith Moon's wild and sensational drumming, and Roger Daltrey's adaptable vocals. after setting the blueprint for the rock opera with Tommy.
Has to be a twist.
They took over the airwaves and found a spot within the Billboard Top 10 with every subsequent album thanks to their rebellious yet ambitious
Yeah, I love it.
rock and roll.
Such a classic track. Now, yeah, I have to say, The Who and this is my opinion, so don't shit on me. Radiohead and The Who are kind of tied together because they're really great both. Well, I have to give The Who the edge because they are more classical. They have aged more fine, I think. Well, not with records, but still with modern records like that. Face Dance and It's Hard, Endless Wire, fucking hell. But still, they are really old. They're like half a century now, so they are eligible for the list. They are more fitting because they really are a classical band. So you think of a greatest. Yeah, maybe you don't understand me, but you know, I just like more classical bands for greatest rock bands. I'm just gonna say this and then I'm gonna shut up. I think modern bands, 90s and zeros bands, should be on a modern list. Point. Now I'm not gonna mention Radiohead anymore, so enjoy.
Number 5.
The Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, they have a lot of good records in my opinion. First 20, I believe, that is a lot. So those are good records, and besides that, I think that they are really iconic. They're one of the most well-known rock bands ever. So I enjoy their signature sound, and they can be on the list.
How could the greatest rock and roll band in the world not make this list?
Yeah, and they have that name or something like that. Because if they are the greatest, then they should be number one,
Richard's
right?
unforgettable guitar playing beside Mick Jagger's expressive vocals and uninhibited showmanship, and throw in the rest of the members' musical abilities.
I see your red door and I want to be glad.
And the result is an energetic and hook-laden bluesy hard rock sound unlike any other.
You got me wrong, for me determined days.
To top things off, the band formed in 1962 and are still going strong today.
They are still a thing. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of them now as I used to be, but yeah, classic bands, and they have to make the list because they are one of the most popular bands.
4. Pink Floyd.
Yeah. One of the best bands ever.
With their introspective lyrics, studio experimentation, and effects-heavy, extravagant shows, Pink Floyd influenced countless later acts.
This track. Best solo ever, hands down.
These progressive and psychedelic
Just get
rockers
goosebumps every
used their
time.
many talents, especially David Gilmour's evocative, blues-inspired guitar. To attract millions of fans
Just
and
great,
win
man.
multiple Grammys.
Running over the
Same old ground,
how we found, same old fears. Wish you were here.
Meanwhile, their
Amazing.
concept albums revealed the band's unique artistic vision and solidified their popularity and success.
One of the best rock bands. Yeah, Queen.
Number 3, Queen.
Really popular as well.
By incorporating opera, heavy metal, progressive, and hard rock,
Heavy metal.
Queen created some of the greatest classic
Not
rock
really.
melodies ever.
One of the best tracks.
With Freddie Mercury's theatrical vocals,
Just love the
live
vocal
stage
range
presence,
from Freddie
and Brian
Mercury.
May's incredible guitar abilities, the Brits scored big with the unconventional but highly appealing Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's so classical.
catchy anthems,
Galileo Galileo Figaro. Ah,
which subsequently
not the
led them
biggest
to
fan
sell
of
out
that.
stadiums worldwide and cemented their reputation
But they're
as
such a
live
classic
acts.
band. Just love it. Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I mean, Queen is a great band. They're really iconic, but Led Zeppelin destroyed them.
Led Zeppelin.
I mean, that technicality. I mean, Freddie Mercury destroys Robert Plant in the vocal department, but Zeppelin in the instrumental parts, they destroy Queen.
What do you get
If you
when
can
mix
follow me.
together Robert Plant's bluesy vocals, Jimmy Page's
Both love the bands, but
guitar
still.
solos, John Bonham's thunderous bass drum,
Led
and
Zeppelin
Tom
actually has perfect records.
Paul Jones'
You cannot say that
bass
about
lines?
Queen.
And
They have a lot of perfect records.
unmatched sound that blends blues, hard rock, and folk.
Hey, mama said the way you move, make you slap, gonna make you groove.
I mean, in the late 60s and early 70s, they couldn't do anything wrong, Led Zeppelin.
Thanks to
They
their incomparable
really
live
didn't.
performances, willingness to experiment, and wild offstage behavior, Led Zeppelin became the biggest band of the 1970s.
Arguably of all time.
With over 200 million albums sold and multiple accolades, the heavy metal forerunners also ensured their influence would reach over the hills and far away.
I've been days that can feel it, so long as not true. I wanted a woman, never bargained for you.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable
The Doors.
mentions.
I think this should have made the list. Great band. Nirvana. Yeah, they have a bit of a short discography, but still. Great band. The Ramones. No. Black Sabbath. Kind of the same thing with Metallica. They're heavy metal, but they're great. The Clash, no. Fucking punk bands. One of their worst songs. But number one.
Number one, the Beatles.
Not just anybody.
I know I need someone.
The Fab Four nickname says it all. But if you'd like a little more justification for their top spot, what about their 7 Grammys, 15 UK chart-topping albums, 20 Billboard Hot 100 number ones, and more than 1 billion units sold worldwide? While those stats are undoubtedly impressive, it's the way the Beatles changed the musical landscape with their creative output that really lands them here. As their sound evolved, they became known for genre experimentation, technological innovations, and refined songwriting that was simply unparalleled.
Yeah, they're their best song. No
And
denying.
took over the world like no one else. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the greatest rock band of all time?
Yeah, you. Bubble Radiohead.
With new top 10s published every day.
They have other songs though.
Subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good list. I think Radiohead maybe should have been higher, or maybe should have didn't make the list because of their age. They're a bit of newer. Oh shit! I did mention them again. Sorry. Beach Boys. Well, they can be on the list. Really low, so that is good. Not any higher. Metallica was a bit strange because they're metal. New was good, Pink Floyd was good, Queen was good, Led Zeppelin was good, Beatles was obvious. So I hope you've enjoyed the list. I thought it was pretty good, so let's check out the comments for a bit. Including Metallica on this list implies that metal bands were eligible, which means that Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath should have actually made the list. Which is really true. Yeah. I think Maiden should have made the list and Black Sabbath. Yeah, those are good picks. At least Black Sabbath got to the honorable mentions. Yeah, that's true. Pink Floyd is the best ever. Yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't call them the best though, but still, they are really high. AC/DC, no. Metallic. Not Metallica, but Metallic. Bon Jovi, no. Fuck off. Guns N' Roses, no. Gun N' Roses. This guy can spell for shit, sure. Doors, Sabbath, Who, Metallica, Stones, Deep Purple, yeah. Deep Purple, that is a good pick. Zeppelin, Queen, Floyd, honorable mentions, Hendrix, U2, Rush. Rush, yes. Rush is one of the best. Rush should have made the list, man. Fucking hell. Rush should have replaced Beach Boys or Metallica or... it hurts me a bit to say this, but Radiohead is still a great band, but you know, a bit more modern. Rush is a classic band. They've aged like a fine wine. Where the fuck is AC/DC? No, they're not. They're not one of the best. Who the fuck is Radiohead, huh? I mean, are you an idiot? I'm gonna like that. Yeah, I mean that is a great comment. A great comeback. A great reply to a reply, if you understand that. Rush, yeah. Guns N' Roses, no. I mean they're really popular, but still. Radiohead is on the level of Pink Floyd. That is an interesting comment. No, but Radiohead is such a great band. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think Pink Floyd is better, but still Radiohead is great as well. So I hope you have enjoyed this list. Let me know what you think about the list. I think Rush should have definitely made the list, and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath, and that is mainly because Metallica made the list as well, so they should be eligible. But besides that, I thought the list was pretty spot on. I think the top 6 was pretty flawless. The Who, Stones, Queen, Floyd, Zeppelin, Beatles. I think, yeah, those are good picks. 7, 8, 9, 10 were a bit strange. But hey, that is just me probably. I hope you've enjoyed the list. Let me know what you think about it, and take care.